in the bustling heart of modern America, where skyscrapers cast long shadows over concrete streets, and the clamor of city life never ceased, lived Ethan Moorer, successful but troubled financial analyst. Despite his achievements, he felt an emptiness gnawing at his soul. Each morning, as the golden light of dawn broke through the urban haze, Ethan would awaken with a persistent, unspoken question: what truly matters in life? Unbeknownst to him, this question would soon lead him on a mystical journey, a journey of self-discovery, challenge, and transformation. Ethan's days were consumed by meetings, deadlines, and the relentless pursuit of material success. Yet, in quiet moments between the rush of commerce, he found his thoughts drifting to memories of a simpler time, a time when life's beauty was not measured in numbers or accolades, but in the tender moments of connection and meaning. One crisp autumn evening, after a particularly stressful day at the office, Ethan sat alone in his small apartment, gazing at the falling leaves swirling outside his window. It was then that he felt a deep, inexplicable pull toward something beyond the surface of his busy life, a whisper of an inner calling to seek the answers to life's most enduring mysteries. The very next day, on his way home from work, Ethan's attention was caught by an unusual flyer posted on a lamppost. 0 hours, 0 minutes and 5 seconds. 100, 0 hours, 0 minutes and 9 seconds. 0. A lecture on mindfulness and the nature of impermanence. Join the journey within 0 hours, 0 minutes and 9 seconds. 100, 0 o'clock to 13,000. Intrigued by the promise of answers to questions that had haunted him, he decided to attend. The lecture was held in a modest community center on the outskirts of the city, a place that exuded calm, as if untouched by the chaos of modern life. Inside the hall, Ethan was introduced to a serene figure draped in simple robes, whose presence radiated warmth and wisdom. The man, known simply as Master Lee, was a modern-day Buddhist monk renowned for his deep insight into life's impermanent nature, the law of cause and effect, and the transformative power of compassion. As Master Lee began to speak, his gentle voice carried the weight of centuries of wisdom, yet it resonated with a freshness that made each word feel like a personal invitation to discover one's true self. Master Lee told the audience about the 3 questions of the Buddha, timeless inquiries that had guided countless souls to understand the essence of life. 1. What is the nature of existence? 2. How does cause and effect shape our lives? 3. How can we cultivate compassion and mindfulness in a world of constant change? For Ethan, these questions ignited a spark of hope. He felt that within these inquiries lay the keys to releasing his internal burdens, embracing impermanence, and living with a mindful, compassionate heart. After the lecture, as the crowd dispersed into the cool night air, Ethan lingered behind. His heart pounded with anticipation as he approached Master Lee, who sat quietly by a small table adorned with incense and a bowl of water. Master Lee, Ethan began hesitantly, I feel lost in the pursuit of success. I carry burdens that I cannot explain, and I seek answers to what truly matters. Can you help me understand? Master Lee regarded Ethan with kind, penetrating eyes and replied, Every person's journey is unique, yet the path of awakening is universal. Come with me. Let us embark on a journey to unravel the mysteries that bind you, and in the process, discover the beauty of impermanence, the strength of compassion, and the liberation of letting go. Thus began a journey that would lead Ethan far beyond the confines of his concrete world, a journey into realms both mystical and deeply personal. Master Li invited Ethan to join him on a pilgrimage to a secluded retreat hidden deep within an ancient forest, where nature still whispered secrets of old, and the boundaries between the physical and the mystical blurred. The journey itself was a metaphor, a passage from the material, hectic world into a serene, timeless space where one could confront inner demons and rediscover one's essence. The first days of the retreat were filled with silence, meditation, and long walks through dew-kissed meadows. Ethan was initially skeptical. His mind, so accustomed to the constant hum of modern life, found the quiet almost unbearable. Yet, as the hours passed, he began to sense a subtle rhythm, the heartbeat of nature itself. In the quiet rustle of leaves and the gentle murmur of a nearby stream, he detected the impermanence of all things, the transient beauty that lay hidden in each passing moment. One evening, while meditating under a starlit sky, Ethan experienced a Vishnu, fleeting image of himself, releasing a heavy, rusted chain that had long shackled his heart. In that moment, he understood that the chain represented his attachment to past regrets, unfulfilled ambitions, and the relentless pressure to conform to societal expectations. The vision was both liberating and deeply painful, forcing him to confront the truth. In order to move forward, he needed to let go. The next morning, as a gentle mist blanketed the forest floor, Master Li led the group to a clearing where an ancient oak tree stood majestically. This tree, Master Li explained, has witnessed countless seasons, each one a reminder that nothing is permanent. Just as the leaves fall and are replaced, so too do our joys and sorrows, successes and failures. Life is a constant cycle of birth and decay. Embracing impermanence frees us from the fear of loss and allows us to appreciate every moment for what it truly is. Ethan absorbed these words with a deep sense of resonance. In the stillness of that forest, he began to see his own life mirrored in nature. He realized that his struggles, his heartaches, and even his triumphs were but fleeting chapters in an ever-evolving narrative. The weight of his burdens began to lift, replaced by a quiet acceptance of the natural flow of life. It was a turning point, one where the realization of impermanence led to the first step toward inner freedom. Yet, no journey of awakening is complete without its trials. As the retreat progressed, Ethan encountered a formidable challenge that tested both his newfound acceptance and his capacity for compassion. One afternoon, while walking along a narrow path, he stumbled upon a small, injured deer caught in a snare. The animal's eyes were filled with fear and pain, its body trembling as it struggled against its bonds. Ethan's first instinct was to turn away, overwhelmed by the raw intensity of the situation. But as he hesitated, Master Li appeared at his side. "This is a test of your compassion," the monk said softly. "All living beings share the same desire to be free from suffering. In helping this creature, you are helping yourself." Moved by Master Li's words, Ethan knelt beside the deer. With careful, deliberate movements, he freed the animal from the snare, all the while whispering words of kindness and reassurance. As he did so, a profound sense of interconnectedness washed over him. In that moment, he understood that compassion was not merely a lofty ideal, but a practical, transformative force, a way to heal both the suffering of others and the wounds within oneself. The deer, though weak, managed to stand on unsteady legs. It paused as if acknowledging Ethan's help, then slowly limped away into the forest. Watching it disappear among the trees, Ethan felt tears welling in his eyes, not of sorrow, but of gratitude for the lesson that had been so humbly imparted. As the retreat neared its end, Ethan sensed that his transformation was nearing a climax. One crisp morning, just as the sun was casting its first gentle rays over the horizon, Master Li beckoned him to a hidden part of the retreat, a small, tranquil lake encircled by ancient willows. There, on a weathered stone bench, sat an old American man with eyes that sparkled with both mischief and wisdom. His presence was both familiar and inexplicably reminder of a forgotten past, perhaps even of future selves yet to be. The old man greeted Ethan warmly, and the two soon found themselves engaged in a deep conversation about life's mysteries. The man introduced himself as Samuel, a wanderer of life who had journeyed through countless experiences, both joyous and painful. Samuel spoke of his own quest for meaning, recounting tales of lost loves, shattered dreams, and miraculous encounters that defied the logic of everyday existence. As the conversation deepened, Samuel posed a question that resonated with all that Ethan had come to learn during his retreat. What is the most important thing in life? This was the third question of the Buddha, a query that encapsulated the essence of compassion, mindfulness, and the acceptance of impermanence. Samuel's voice was soft but firm as he explained, "The most important thing is not to cling to the illusions of permanence or the fleeting allure of material success. It is to live with an open heart, to be present in every moment, and to extend compassion to all beings. Every action creates ripples in the vast ocean of existence. Our choices, our kindness, our willingness to let go. In this way, we participate in the intricate dance of cause and effect, and we leave a legacy of love that transcends time." Ethan was struck by the profundity of Samuel's words. In them, he found the convergence of all the lessons he had learned, the significance of letting go, the inevitability of change, and the transformative power of compassion. It was as if the puzzle of his life was finally coming together, each piece falling into place to reveal a grand, interconnected design. Over the following days, Ethan spent long hours in quiet reflection by the lake. He meditated on the three questions: the nature of existence, the workings of cause and effect, and the cultivation of compassion and mindfulness. In the gentle ripples of the water, he saw the endless cycles of birth and decay, and he recognized that his own life was a microcosm of that eternal flow. He learned that true freedom lay in the ability to let go of attachments, to accept the impermanence of all things, and to act with kindness and awareness in every moment. One evening, as a soft rain began to fall, Ethan sat with Master Li and Samuel beneath a canopy of ancient trees. The rain, like a symphony of nature, washed away the dust of past regrets and illuminated the present with a renewed clarity. Master Li spoke one last time, his voice echoing the wisdom of countless generations. "Remember, my dear friend, that every moment is a chance to begin anew. When you let go, you allow yourself to be free. When you act with compassion, you honor the interconnectedness of all life. And when you live mindfully, you embrace the ever-changing beauty of existence." As the retreat drew to a close, Ethan felt both sorrow at leaving the sanctuary of the forest and hope for the life that awaited him. However, fate had one final test in store, a dramatic twist that would cement the transformation he had undergone. On the final day, as Ethan prepared to depart, a violent thunderstorm suddenly swept over the retreat. Torrential rains and howling winds battered the ancient trees, and in the chaos, a fragile wooden bridge spanning a deep ravine began to creak ominously. The group was stranded on one side, with the only escape lying across the unstable structure. In that heart-stopping moment, panic gripped Ethan's heart. Memories of past failures, deep-seated fears of loss, and the weight of his old attachments surged back, threatening to overwhelm him. Master Li and Samuel gathered the group together, urging everyone to remain calm. "This is a moment to practice mindfulness and trust," Samuel said softly. "Let go of your fears and allow the present to guide you." Ethan closed his eyes, recalling all he had learned during his journey: the beauty of impermanence, the liberating power of letting go, and the importance of compassion. With a deep, steadying breath, he stepped forward onto the trembling bridge. Each step was an act of courage, a testament to his willingness to face uncertainty with an open heart. As he advanced, the bridge groaned under the weight of the storm. Yet with each mindful step, Ethan felt more present and empowered. Back in the city, life resumed its frenetic pace. Yet Ethan was forever changed. He integrated the lessons of the forest into his everyday existence. At work, he approached challenges with a newfound calm and clarity, always remembering that every action had consequences and that letting go was essential to true freedom. At home, he nurtured relationships with genuine compassion, mindful that every shared moment was a precious, impermanent gift. Ethan began to share his journey with others through a series of YouTube videos, each one a tapestry of wisdom, personal anecdotes, and the mystical experiences that had reshaped his life. His channel, titled "The 3 Questions of the Buddha: What is the most important thing in life?" quickly attracted viewers from around the world, people seeking guidance, solace, and the hope that transformation was possible even amidst life's storms. In one particularly moving video, Ethan recounted the story of the injured deer and the stormy bridge, emphasizing how those moments of crisis had become turning points in his life. In those moments, he explained, "I learned that clinging to fear only deepens our suffering, while embracing the present with compassion and mindfulness opens the door to true liberation. We are all connected in the web of cause and effect, and every act of kindness ripples out into the universe." As the years passed, Ethan's message continued to resonate with countless souls. His journey became a symbol of hope and renewal, a reminder that even in the midst of modern chaos, ancient wisdom can guide us toward a life of authenticity, compassion, and mindful presence. Master Li and Samuel, too, remained close friends and mentors, each continuing their own paths of service and spiritual exploration. Late one autumn evening, many years after that transformative retreat, Ethan returned to the forest that had sparked his awakening. Sitting beneath the same ancient oak tree, he meditated on the 3 timeless questions. In the gentle rustling of the leaves, he heard the soft echo of Master Li's voice and the reassuring tone of Samuel's guidance. In that quiet communion with nature, Ethan realized that the journey of self-discovery is never truly completed, is an ever-unfolding mystery, a dance between the ephemeral and the eternal. He left a small token beneath the tree, a simple stone engraved with the words, "Let go, love, live," a reminder for anyone who might pass by, urging them to embrace the impermanent beauty of life and to answer the profound questions with an open heart. The journey taught Ethan that letting go, holding on to the past, or clinging to a fixed identity only deepens suffering. Freedom comes when we release attachments and allow ourselves to evolve with the natural flow of life. Impermanence. Life is in a constant state of flux. Embracing this truth liberates us from the fear of loss and helps us appreciate every fleeting moment. Cause and effect. Every action we take reverberates through the fabric of existence. Compassionate actions create positive ripples that not only heal others, but also nurture our own spirit. Compassion and mindfulness. Living with compassion and being present in each moment allows us to connect deeply with ourselves and others, enriching our lives in ways that material success never can. Courage in the face of adversity. True transformation often arises from facing our deepest fears. By trusting in the present moment and embracing uncertainty, we find the strength to overcome even the most daunting challenges. In a world where the noise of everyday life can drown out the gentle whispers of truth. Ethan's journey reminds us that the most important thing in life is not found in external success or fleeting pleasures. It is discovered within through the mindful practice of letting go, the compassion we extend to all beings, and the acceptance of life's inherent impermanence. Each of us is invited to answer these three profound questions in our own unique way, forging a path toward a life of meaning, serenity, and true freedom. As you reflect on this tale, may you be inspired to seek your own truth, embrace every moment with an open heart, and remember that even in the midst of life's storms, there is beauty, wisdom, and the promise of renewal waiting to be discovered.